Hi, welcome to another episode of Changing Times. Our guest is Ed Nelson. He is the operations manager of Big Event Group. Please enjoy and stay safe. Hi Ed, how's everything going?
Not too bad, thanks, David. How are you?
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're heads above water just
Yeah.
about. So first of all, tell everyone what is your profession? Who do you work for?
I am the operations manager for Big Event Group. So we're a large scale event company in Liverpool. So we do everything really from weddings right through to large corporate events. Really, we'll do anything really. So anything someone wants at their event, we're happy to help with them. So.
So obviously, with all the pandemic and lockdown and everything, it very similar to our situation. It all really started before lockdown was announced.
Yeah, yeah.
How was it? How did it all affect you guys?
Really, it was quite slow, but the best way to put it is very sudden, really, because obviously there was whispers of it in the news, and it was coming out that something, COVID-19 was circulating, and it was, we didn't really notice anything as such at first, and then really it was probably about 2 weeks prior to lockdown, everything just got cancelled or postponed, so it was really sudden, and to a degree you're just not prepared for stuff like this, and you don't kind of expect it. And the government kind of put quite a soft message out, so we weren't really, we weren't too worried until really when everyone started cancelling, and then that's when you kind of realise this is a lot more serious than what we thought prior. So.
Have you, as a company, been able to not recover from it, but been able to adapt any part of your business to be able to bring in income, or are you solely relying on the government funded?
Yeah, well, really, as far as I know, there's not too much. Well, there's not really a lot of funding for us. We kind of are relying on the the government paying the 80% of the salary. We're changing the business up a little bit, so we've always offered like web conferencing. So now we're kind of making a bigger thing of that and showing that we do offer it, on a larger scale. So that's kind of what we're pushing at the minute, just waiting for the government to say it's safe for us to return, and then when things start to normalise a little bit, we can start offering that service a bit more openly. So, but we'll certainly take any sort of request for it now and see what we can do.
So, what? How can you take a positive from all this? Have you been able to look at the business as a whole?
Yeah, well, I think that there is multiple positives together. It brings everyone closer. Really, you really appreciate everyone you work with. You just gel as a team. That's the best positive I'd see from it. And I think a lot of it in terms of the business has been able to streamline it and whatnot and save costs. So that's the most important thing. You've got to think of the long-term solution through all of this, and realize that we've got to get through. No one really knows how long this is going to go on for and what's going to go on. So the best thing to do is just streamline, do what you can, and just stay positive. So.
Do you think you can survive this,
Yeah,
recover from this?
yeah. I think the event industry will be completely differently. Will work completely differently. Really, again, everything's just stipulation at the minute. I don't know what's going to happen or not, but from the way I see it, it's social distancing is going to be a massive for a long time. So,
How will that work then for all the setups with all social distance? Obviously, that's for general public, but
yeah, it's until we receive some official advice, we can only think whether it's going to be PPE. That might be the answer. It's hard because really the event industry hasn't really been thought of as a whole. It's been up to hospitality, and obviously we rely on venues being open to do our work. And if the venues aren't open, then we can't really do a lot. So really, we've not been given any sort of guidance or anything like that. So it's kind of at the minute, it's a waiting game, to be honest with you. And we just, as far as we know, social gatherings have been banned. So.
so I've seen obviously we've got you on our social media and everything as a
Yeah.
company, and we've noticed that you've been trying to offer a new platform for people to use. So do you want to share that with everyone?
Yeah. So we've now decided to use some space in our warehouse to open a studio as such. So again, when the government says it's okay, and we get enough interest from it, we'll be happy to open that up. It's to allow people to explain interest in the minute, but primarily it's going to be if the venues aren't open, we can host your meetings. So if you're wanting a bit more production as opposed just to a laptop to laptop, we can offer the video wall, lighting, sound, really. So it's more of a full package. It allows increase your production value on a meeting you wanted to do. And then we take complete control of the whole technical aspects and hosting it and whatnot. So that's what we're using at the minute, because we understand that the venues aren't open. So if people do want to have a meeting, there's not really anywhere to have them at the minute.
So how is everything with yourself? How are you coping with the?
Yeah, it's I've got 4-wall syndrome at the minute. So other than that, yeah, I've been fortunate enough. Prior to the lockdown, I just moved into my new house. So I've had numerous amounts of IKEA deliveries and flat pack assembly. So I don't ever want to do that again. But I've been quite lucky with that. So I've had a nice new area to explore, going out on walks. But really, it's one of them. Just stay positive. I've learned loads of new things whilst I've been off. I've been researching into different products and stuff like that. See what else we can offer. Learn different things. But I think as a whole, you've got to take the experience and just appreciate it's time with your family, because in most households, a lot of people are off at the minute. So and really, with me, I've got family who are key, frontline workers in the NHS, and it's just stay home. And that's the best thing you can do for them. And, that's the only way we're going to get out of this together, by staying home, and you don't need to go out.
So for someone that's watching this and they're thinking, like, I might look at an event next year.
Yeah.
You said that you do all scale of events, but that's quite a wide range of stuff.
Yeah.
Are there any examples of what you have done that people might have seen?
Yeah, well, we've done quite a lot of work with Hour for Others, producing a lot of their events. We do a hell of a lot of stuff, whether it's just day-to-day PA hire all the way up to large events like Hour for Others. We do a lot of Amanda Moss's work, again alongside you guys, which is great in the liner. So, but the best way to look at our work is to go into our socials, and we've got a great extensive list of what we've done, or even the website. We've got some great case studies about how we've worked towards that event and how we've managed it up to that, right through to the end. So
like you said before, all the work kind of slowly went away with either postponed or changed. That wasn't just with clients and their events, that was with the venues as well.
Yeah, that is the majority of cancellations, because the way I saw it prior to lockdown, it was people spend years planning the special day, and they didn't want to let that get in the way, and it was unfortunately the venues. But you've got to understand it's complete health and safety, isn't it? They've got to, and you understand it. It's as frustrating as it is at the time. You understand that it has to be done. So the reality is that all the venues did close. So all the venues where we did the events got cancelled at the same time. But fortunately for us, our clients are great. So probably 99% of them all has been postponed to later in the year or next year. But again, we don't know what's quite going on, do we?
So for anyone that wants to find you guys, to look you up, see what you do, where can they find you?
You can find us on Facebook if you just search for Big Event Group, Instagram, same thing, Twitter, Big Event Group, and of course our website, which is www.bigeventgroup.com.
Well, thank you very much, Ed.
Not a problem. Thank you very much, David.
We'll speak soon.
Speak soon. See you later.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.